A billboard usually consists of two parts: support beams on the bottom and a face advertising a crappy product. The goal of this video is to touch the face of a billboard as quick as possible in all GTA games. I'm sure there will be no debates in the comments about what exactly qualifies as a billboard and what is a regular sign. This never happens, right? Anyway, my timer begins when I make a movement and stops when any part of my body touches the top of a billboard. I'm sad to say, but I have to disqualify the first 4 games. GTA 1 and its expansions are very flat games, you cannot fly, and there's barely any elevation to get to a billboard. In GTA 2 there is elevation, but none of the roofs have access to a billboard. At least with my testing. Feel free to test yourselves. This means that we can move on to GTA 3, where I'll do something funky. Here we go, we have spawned in and we're gonna go to the left side behind us. Go here. Climb, use some funky stuff, and boom, we jump and we touch the billboard in 6 seconds. This is called the mega jump, and I have a separate video on how to do it yourselves. Now, since I know that you guys are always gonna bitch about me using glitches in the softcore speedrun video, in which, speedruns use glitches, you're gonna bitch about it, so instead of reading all these comments, I'll do something I've never done in this series before. I'll repeat the challenge without using this glitch. So I'll spawn in and I'll go forward with the car. There's the billboard very close by. I have used this glitch many times in this series, and every single time you guys leave many comments about me being a dirty, smelly cheater and whatnot. So I'm kinda sick of it, so I'm gonna just go to a billboard and touch it with my body, with my feet. I'm gonna walk and whatnot. So this is it. This is the location. I'm gonna stop right here. Squeeze in through. Climb these stairs and touch this billboard, which took 33 seconds. Quite slower, but this is still pretty darn fast. But how fast it is compared to the other games. So let's move on to GTA Vice City. We spawn in as Tommy Vercetti and we're gonna go right now to the Faggio. Now luckily for you guys and for my sanity, reading the comments, this game does not use glitches. I mean, there's glitches of course, but it doesn't help me. The glitches don't help me in this challenge, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go this way, get a very fast bike, because this bike is not gonna do. I did test this with Faggio, it does not work. I'm pushing it so it doesn't activate the mission, which showed me a cutscene, and the cutscene is pretty lengthy, so I pushed it not to start the mission. I'll use this bike to do a bump towards a billboard. I have tried different billboards, there's ramps leading to billboards, but I cannot reach them even with the fast bike, so I'm gonna go here, up here, 1 story, 2nd story, and on the 3rd story we're gonna go forward, reach this spot and turn right. The one in front I cannot reach, but this one I can. Just bump, crash, and touch it in 1 minute and 3 seconds. This is much slower than GTA 3, even without the glitches in GTA 3. This is much slower. Is Carl Johnson gonna disappoint us in GTA San Andreas? Well, no, he is not, because he is gonna go use the bicycle and touch a ground billboard. That's right, we have ground billboards. Some of you are gonna say this is a sign, it has to have legs and whatnot, but no, it doesn't have to have legs. This is a billboard. I don't care what you guys say. Actually, I do care, so leave a comment. The more comments, the better. So this is the billboard. I'm gonna faceplant into it in 20 seconds. Good job, CJ. You are faster and slower than GTA 3, depending on what you guys choose as the correct completion. But yeah, good job, CJ. It's time for LCAS, which also has a ground billboard. Woo! Are you ready, Tony? Let's begin. Get in the car, go as quick as possible. Of course I can use touch the same billboard as GTA 3, but that's so far, you spawn very far from it. Instead, I'm gonna touch this one. You can see it, it's a Vice City billboard. Just gonna jump off and touch it with my with my full body. Nice dive, bro. So far, this was much faster than GTA San Andreas and Vice City. So good job, Tony. We have Vic Vance in GTA VCS next. Vice City stories. He's gonna plop onto his bike, or hop onto his bike. He's not gonna plop. I hope he doesn't plop, because if he plops the challenge is over, because he's gonna take a lot of time to unplop himself and get him on the bike again. But we can see lots of billboards here, right on the right side of us, but we cannot touch them because we cannot fly right now. We can, but we gotta go get a chopper and come back for these. So instead, I'm gonna drive to a ground one. We have a ground one on the ground, like in LCS, guys. And as located in this direction, take a right and take a left. We have a future project which happens in GTA Vice City. The project finishes in Vice City, and that is Sunshine Autos, and this game has a billboard of Sunshine Autos' store building thing. But yeah, this took about 50 seconds, which surprisingly is faster than GTA Vice City. Let's move on to the most controversial game in this video. Why controversial? Well, let's go and I'll show you why. What I'm gonna touch, some of you are gonna say it's not a billboard, some of you are gonna say it's a painted wall, it's a sign. I don't care, it's my video. I'm gonna call it a billboard. You can call it whatever you want in the comment section. So, I touched the wall here to make a fast turn. If you grind the wall, you turn faster. So there's a billboard here. I'm hesitant in calling it a billboard, but I'm gonna call it a billboard, I don't care. It's right here. Is this a billboard? It has lights above it. It kind of is a billboard, but it looks like it's a painted wall as well. I don't know what you guys are gonna say. Yeah, it took 40 seconds. It's flush with the wall, kinda. There's a sign in front of it. The diner sign is a sign, yeah. But is that the billboard? I don't know. You be the judge of that. Let's move on to the biker game, in which there's gonna be no discussion, because what we touch is an actual billboard. Let's turn backwards with Johnny Klebitz, and we can see it from here. We're gonna go here, take a right behind this fence, and climb on these boxes. I have to climb on the boxes first because he doesn't reach. Johnny is just too short, he doesn't reach without getting on the boxes. But yeah, this is not a bad location. It spawns very close to us where we spawn, and it took 23 seconds. Good job, Johnny Klebitz. Well, how about the second expansion for GTA 4? We're gonna go right now and we're gonna select the pistol as quick as possible, because we're gonna actually use the pistol for touching the billboard. How, you might say? Well, GTA 4 is known for its terrible movement. GTA 5 has worse movements than this, and Red Dead Redemption 2 has even worse than GTA 5. But when you try to turn around in this game, you don't actually turn around, you walk forward for a few meters and then you turn, which makes you fall in this challenge. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna aim my pistol this way so he turns quickly and then touch it. I even actually touched it with my hands. So that's how I did the Ballad of Gay Tony. Okay, it's time for yet another controversial game for this video. Why is this? Well, let's watch and find out. We're gonna break the window. We're gonna go to the left side, not where the game tells us to go, but to the left side. We're gonna pick up a car, and with this car we're gonna touch a billboard. So, I'll touch it not with a part of my body, which means this game should be disqualified, because I gotta touch it with a part of my body, right? Well, it's either this or disqualified. You guys can disqualify it if you want, but there's no option here. I have to touch it with the car or with, with nothing and disqualify it. So it's up to you if you wanna count this as a touch or as a disqualify, because I have looked around. I cannot go to a billboard and touch it with my body. It has to be a car, and this is what I did. So it's up to you. And now it's time for the last game in the franchise for now, for a few more months. This is gonna be it. GTA 5. In this game we spawn in North Yankton, and guess what? We cannot go to a billboard in North Yankton. There's no helicopters, we cannot cruise around too much because we're gonna fail the mission, because GTA 5 is very limited and it does not allow you to just walk around and do stuff. And this means we gotta pass the whole North Yankton section. Once we spawn in Los Santos, we are not free to roam around. If we go too far away from Lamar, we're gonna fail the mission, which means we're gonna follow him to the next part of the mission, which takes a lot of time, guys. And this is it. Last cutscene, and we're free to go wherever we want. We're gonna go this way and go just straight. From this point, just straight. No turns. I looked around everywhere, this is the closest one I got to. I tried different ones, but did you guys know that if you have a wanted level, you cannot climb air conditioners? You can, but you jump off immediately. There's a billboard where you gotta climb an air conditioner and then a different wall, and if I try to jump from the air conditioner, he just jumps off because he's wanted and he's scared and he just doesn't jump or something. Pretty crappy mechanic, but I found a closer one anyway, so I'm gonna touch this one in about 10 minutes. Yes, this is extremely slow, much slower than all the other GTA games by a lot. But anyway, here is list number 1, where GTA 3 quote-unquote cheated, even though again this is the glitch I'm using, so this should be the list, but if you guys think I cheated, this is the list you're gonna look for. So either GTA 3 won or LCS won, you decide the winner in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like and let me know what I should touch next in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and a special thank you to Sean Paska, Keznaz, Monish Purivdan, Jay, Bad Boy Hero, Hish, Jebediah, Presdo, Lovely Karen, Pirated Gamer, Versetti Gwen and everybody else.